is I think we were able to quickly, ownership, management, scouts, coaches, quickly get on the same page and identify our needs. And inside of our strategic planning, some things just commonly came up. As you guys, you probably can describe the adjectives just as good as I can, but experience, shooting, passing, physicality, serious mindset to their profession. And so we feel very fortunate that we were able to address all of those needs and maybe some more with unexpected 2 weeks. But there was a lot of planning, and I think as much as anything, right or wrong, we'll find out the results here over the next few seasons. We were able to stay true to those identifiable needs, if you will, simply because George can play more than one position. He played a lot of 2-guard for us in San Antonio just because that's what the team needed. So his ability to swing between 1 and 2 allows us to do a lot of different things, allows us to get a variety of combinations on the court, allows us to play small if we choose to play small. Joe can swing between 2, 3, and 4. Especially with today's NBA and where it's going. And then obviously with Boris, same thing. He can play both 4 and 5 for us. He allows us to invert and have a big man up top handling the ball and making decisions, getting our players layups. I think immediately he becomes one of our better passers on the team. All 3 of these guys have very significant season and postseason experience, and so I think we're hopeful when those higher moments come and elevated play come that some of our younger players can look to the veterans that we've added as a sense of guidance and gives us a little bit more definition of defined purpose in the most important moments as well. I mentioned before when depth goes up, internal competition also goes up, and so those standards to reach the court are going to be very high, and that's a good thing, David. And we'll let play and hopefully not injuries this year dictate what goes on, but we expect our chemistry to be very good. It's been excellent in the past. We like the character of the team.
I think it's a great opportunity. I'm very excited. I have familiarity with some of the front office guys, the head coach from San Antonio. So looking forward to being here. I know a lot of the guys are from Indy on the team already, so I have a little bit of relationship with those guys. But just a great young team, and looking forward to being here and trying to help them win games. Like I said, we have a lot of stories. He helped draft me. He got rid of me. He brought me back. But in reality, he's the first team and organization that gave me the opportunity to play this game that I love. So I'm very familiar with him and his family, very familiar with the head coach and Snyder. So looking forward to just helping this team, like I said, win games and try to get over that hump. I don't ever think about me. I always think about the bigger picture. And expectations, not just for me, it's for us to get to the playoffs. That's going to be the first thing that we talk about day one is making the playoffs. That's what we need to focus on. It's not about one individual guy. It's not about what is it in for me. How much is this guy getting paid or this guy's doing. We have one common goal, and that's to win games and try to get to the playoffs. I've been in there 7 out of my 8 years in the NBA, and Joe's had a lot of success in the playoffs, and Boris has won a championship. So you're bringing in a couple great veterans there to try to help this young group. But what people don't understand, it's already a great young upcoming team, and I think they have a lot of tools to get them there. They were just missing, like you said, a couple leaders down the stretch where you're not losing those games in the last minute of the game. I think it was like 31 games last year that you guys were up with a minute left and ended up blowing and lost 25 of those games. So if you just win half of those, we're in the playoffs last year. So just knowing what to do at the right time and the right moment with the ball. So like I said, going to be taking my experience and Joe's and Boris' experience and try to go from there. Definitely so. I was never the type that was scared to speak my mind to my teammate. I felt like if we're teammates, we're family, we should be able to talk to each other as men and have the best time off the court with that. So I'm not scared to tell people if they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And I'm sure these guys are not gonna. I'm tell them they don't be scared to tell me if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do to light a fire underneath my butt. So we got to hold each other accountable, and that's the thing. Is it comes from me and the coaches in the front office. We're all going to hold each other accountable because at the end of the day, like I said, we have one common goal, and that's to win every game, as many games as possible, and make it to the playoffs. And that goes from the first guy to the 15th guy to the training staff to the head coaches to the front office. So we're all one big family right now.
Well, the Jazz expressed interest, and we expressed ours back as far as being a part of this franchise and organization. They had a lot of young talent, and I thought it was a great fit. So we went on and got it done. Yeah, definitely, definitely helping out from distance. Mainly on both ends of the court, not just offensively. So I've been around the block, man. I've seen pretty much everything, and I'm looking forward to this new chapter. No, I kind of got somewhat of an idea, but I just kind of wait and see. When we all kind of get out here, whether it's in September or October. But for me, it's not a preference, man. I'm just here to try to help out. No, yeah, it's an experience that you really have to go through. Because I can tell them about it, the things that we've been through, the trenches I've been through, but until you actually get out there and experience the crowd, the feeling, it's a whole different ballgame. But like I said, we got a lot of great young talent, man. I know these guys will be ready for that challenge. They're athletic. I think those are the places that they've killed a lot of teams. I think the defensive presence has been, felt around the league. So, and then you got, Gordon and Hood, who are very explosive, scorers. So that helps out a lot. And I'm just looking forward to working with those guys.